Hey guys, Joe here, and here we are to learn about the man himself, Game & Watch. Now, just to note, these are my opinions and opinions of others who have made written guides. Sorry if I give any false information, and if you do happen to find any false wording or such, please tell me in the comments below and show that I'm not the best around, that everyone's gonna get me down. I swear I'll get rid of that sometime, but thank you guys for watching, and let's get to the guide. Mr. Game & Watch is a very old 2D character that came from his very own portable series, the Game & Watches. They had a lot of little mini-games in one. He made his debut in Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube in his first Smash Bros. Game. He has been in every game since then, and will most likely stay. The life of Game & Watch is still living, and will be passed down by Club Nintendo, and will be remembered by old Nintendo fans and new ones alike for years to come. To think of Mr. Game & Watch's playstyle, you must imagine Jigglypuff and Ganondorf kind of hooked into one, but very easy to kill still. That's, in general, what Mr. Game & Watch is. He has some pretty fast moves, but most are pretty slow ending lag, with a lot of major lag that does make him a little bit worse. Most do major damage and do a ton of knockback, though, which makes him pretty good, and he has a lot of spacing. He is a glass cannon, meaning that he does do a lot of damage, but dies very fast, and dies very early, and he also is a bit slow for some cases. This flaw may make Game & Watch be a bit ignored, but in all honesty, he is a very solid character. Mr. Game & Watch's dash attack is very good, but very bad at the same time. It does a lot, and the startup is not too slow. Now for the bad. It has an extreme amount of lag after the move. That means that after you dash attack, you will not be able to attack or spam or do anything of any sort. This move can hinder a player because it looks very spammable at first sight. Remember, to not spam this attack. But don't forget this move for when the time is right, because when the enemy has their guard down, this move becomes amazing and is very fast, very strong. To perform this move, all you will need to do is either press A rapidly or hold down the A button after you've hit someone. Unlike some jabs in the game, this does not have a 3-hit combo, and it doesn't really have a great multi-jab. This move is kind of in between. Does decent damage, but the enemy can DI out of it if you hold the button for too long, making it not one of the best ones in the game. One positive about this move, though, is that it comes out extremely fast and does not have very much ending lag after the final hit. This lets the move be used out of shield or to cover rolls. It's an okay jab, but it shouldn't be spammed, and it's definitely not one of the best jabs in the game. For the forward tilt, you will quickly pull out of the chair out of nowhere and slam it all over the opponent's face. Comes out very fast and does about 10 damage. The distance it goes is pretty decent, and it's very useful for spacing and a very good forward tilt overall. This move can be comboed with pivot tilting to greatly increase the usefulness of the move. An example of this is to be running away, then quickly pivot and use your tilt. The enemy will run into it because it has a pretty long hitbox, and you'll stay safe. Up tilt is a pretty bad tilt, probably his worst one. Has a very small hitbox and really isn't that useful. It's okay because it does hit twice and has pretty high damage, so if you do hit it by chance, you will get rewarded pretty well. At very low percents, you can or if you get really lucky, you can go up tilt into up tilt at low percents. At high percents though, they'll get hit too far, and they'll just get out. Really up tilt into up tilt only works against heavy characters also to mention, so make sure that you do not forget that. If they are light, they will escape. Down tilt is pretty slow and not a very useful move either. In older games, the move tripped and had a okay win box that could actually kill the opponent off the stage, but in this game it's a different story. The move is way too slow and doesn't do very much damage. The hitbox is tiny vertically, but goes okay horizontally. The forward tilt is mainly better than this move in most situations. The one thing you can do is combo this into F tilt or forward air at very early percents. Other than that though, stay away from this move. This one is hands down one of the best knockback side smashes in the entire game. With Rage, you can kill the opponent as early as 80% with sparks and all. Has a pretty big wind-up animation, but the actual hit is good because it lasts a long time, and it's pretty hard to dodge because it does last that long time. It does have an ending lag problem, but that isn't too much to worry about because if you do hit this move, the opponent will fly off the cliff and will already be dead. Overall, a very, very strong smash, just a bit slow, kind of like Captain Falcon's or Ganondorf's. You will attack all around you with 2 hammers and do great damage. It's also a really good move versus rolls because it does hit all around you and it's very hard to roll about. The problem about this move is that if you miss, the hammer will send them flying to the right instead of going up. This may not always be a problem against somebody like Mario because of his bad recovery horizontally, but against somebody like Villager, they will not die. They will be sent sideways, but they will not be sent up and instantly die. So make sure that you hit them on the hammerhead instead of close to Game & Watch's body if you want to get an assured kill instead of just shooting the enemy horizontally instead of vertically. Here is his final and probably his best smash. As you may have noticed, all of his smashes are great, and that's probably why some of his other moves just aren't quite as good, just because if they were as good, he would be really overpowered. As to this smash attack, it has a very laggy startup, but barely any ending lag. The hitbox is pretty good, it hits in front and on top of you, and directly on top of Mr. Game & Watch. It may also be used to cover dodges incoming, or may be used as a dash then up smash. It has major knockback and kills even earlier than the aforementioned moves. This is my personal favorite because the bigger hitboxes, but out of all of them, this one's pretty good and probably one of the best. Just to say, his throws aren't very good, except his down throw and up throw, so don't expect much of an explanation in this portion. He's not really known for his throws, some of them can be pretty funny, but don't expect the best throws in the game. His up throw will send the enemy very high into the sky. It doesn't kill, and it sometimes can get them too far to combo, but you can combo this move off of your up B. If you go for an up throw, make sure to up B, or else you will get hit when they come back down, and it won't be a great throw. So just remember, anytime you up throw, go for the up B, and go for the follow-ups. His best throw. Later on at 80% it isn't great, but before that it is really, really good. The throw sends the enemy into the perfect position for a forward tilt, side B, forward smash, down smash, or even up smash. It's a really good damage dealer and has a lot of combo potential, but really can't be used for kills later on, but still definitely his best throw. His back throw and forward throw aren't really that good. I never use them at all. They can kind of combo jump into forward air or jump into the back air. That's pretty much it, and the opponent can DI. Really never use these. Use up throw or down throw. They are much better options than this move. You will be mostly using Nair to space or to be used in some combos. It has 3 hits, shooting the fish in 3 different directions. This lets it be useful in the air when the opponent air dodges. If they do try to dodge, this is long enough that they will be hit anyways. You might use this move on the ground. Initially, you may think it is worthless because the fish doesn't come out very fast. But let me tell you a secret. In order to make this move good on the ground, you must short hop, but not fast fall. You've probably been used to fast falling, but do not do that. Short hop, press the A button, and then fast fall after you have completed the animation. This makes him really hard to approach when you try to do this, and gives him the shield all around him, making it a very good neutral air. One of the moves in the games that has a sweet spot and sour spot, pretty much Game & Watch's only good one. Lucky for you though, it is not that hard to hit the sweet spot. All you need to do to get the more damaging, more knockback part of the card is hit them near the start of the card or near Game & Watch. If you hit it right, the move will do almost double damage and have a lot more knockback. This move can be spammed while moving around the stage for pressure and may be used off the stage to get kills with its pretty high knockback. This is a very good spammable air move, and it only has a bit of lag but can be cancelled if you short hop and then fast fall this move. His down air is pretty much like Toon Link's but with less lag once you hit the floor. This move though is different that it has a hitbox one Game & Watch hits the enemy in the air and when it connects to the ground. The first few frames of this move do spike, making it a pretty good killing move off the stage, and you may be able to short hop into down air to spike the enemy underneath you and combo into other moves on the stage. You might just throw the enemy off the stage or go for the spike. Luckily for Game & Watch, if he misses the down air, he will be fine pretty much anywhere on the stage. His up B will go high enough to save his life anywhere on the map. This is a very good move for juggling people. It has 2 hitboxes that are okay sizes, do decent damage, and don't lag at all. This alone would be a good move for juggling, but as always, Game & Watch has a special touch to add to this move. When he uses this move, he blows air into the wind using airboxes to push the enemy higher. To some people like Little Mac, this can make them lose all of their jumps if you do this while they're in the air. After you do waste their jumps, you can get a solid fair or back air to get them off the stage. This situation doesn't occur too much, but it is a solid strategy to try to pull off on gibbable characters. The infamous turtle. When in the air, hold back and then press A to perform this move. If done correctly, a magical turtle will appear out of nowhere from Game & Watch's nothingness. The move has pretty good knockback, not quite as good as fairs, but still okay-ish. The long hitbox of this move and the decent damage makes this move good in its own right, but I personally use this to space a lot on the field. It hits the enemy a bit too far to combo into, but can still be useful in other ways. You may want to throw this while you're off the stage to stage spike, or just to hit opponents too far to recover off the stage, and you may want to use it to just try to get a cheeky turtle kill. His B sends out a flurry of pancake bacon type cooking at the opponent. Has a large startup animation for the first piece, but every piece after that isn't too bad. Also, if they hit the pan, they take a bit more damage, 1% I'm pretty sure, but also quite a bit more knockback. This move can be used while in the air to stop an opponent that is chasing you, or can be used to just hit the opponent off the stage to get some free damage. It's a bit too slow to be spammed like Luigi's neutral B, but it's still fast enough to have its uses. Make sure to use this move whenever you can though, because free damage. Finally, we are off to the lucky side B. Only 8 and 9 are really good, and everything else is pretty bad. I think that it's a 1 out of 9 chance, but sometimes it feels like you're winning the lottery a ton of times in a row, and sometimes it feels like you're not winning at all. When you hit 8, it'll freeze the opponent. During this state, you can attack them as much as you want and get a lot of free damage. But when you hit 9, the real fun happens. The opponent will go flying super fast in the sky and die thereafter. It's something like a misfire from Luigi that adds a lot of luck element into the game. Only use this move after a down throw because it combos off that. Sometimes at later percents you may need a jump, but it's really only useful out of a down throw. His up B is a pretty strong one. It hits the opponent out of the way and gives him the option to come down fast or slow. If used after a jump, he will fly very high into the air and recover from most places on the stage. It's a pretty basic recovery, but also very good. This down B will either be worthless or amazing. It does no damage, but can be charged if the enemy shoots certain projectiles into it like Samus's shot or Mega Man's Buster shot. If charged, this move becomes a monster though. It kills at 10 to 0%, and even if they live, they will still have a great amount of damage. Has a lingering hitbox and lasts forever and breaks the shield immediately. This move is a great move. Just don't use it versus moves that are physical like a boomerang, because this move cannot stop attacks like that. This is a simple but good move for mind games. All you have to do is short hop into fast fall. Right as you're about to hit the ground, press back air. After that, you can do whatever you want. It looks like he's about to go for a back air, sending out the first bit of his turtle. But after that, he will send out whatever move you do, letting Game & Watch do as you please while your opponent thinks that you're still using your back air. All you have to do to set up this move is get a grab or get it from a jab. To perform, you need to first off hit them, then you grab them. After that, you down throw and jab and then grab again. You can go into smash attacks also. It's a very simple but useful move with Mr. Game & Watch. All you need to do to perform this is to grab the opponent, after that pummel them, and then down throw. Immediately use your side B right after that. At low percents, this is a guaranteed hit, and at higher percents you may need to jump, or it may not be guaranteed. To pull this one off, you'll need to get a down throw and then immediately short hop. Then go behind or stay in front of the enemy and pull out the turtle or the credit card. This is a basic combo that does okay damage. Finally, one of his really easy combos is just up throw into up B into any aerial attack. This does quite a bit of damage, is almost impossible to get out of, and is just very useful and a very simple combo to pull off as Mr. Game & Watch. Thank you all for listening to my guide. I hope that it fulfilled all the expectations that you've gotten from the last few ones. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and tell me if you thought the information was important. And tell me if it really helped you as a Game & Watch main, because I haven't seen anything about Game & Watch and anything before. tell the forums if you want to see more things like this, and in the comment section below, vote for who you want for next week. For Game & Watch, I didn't really have much votes, so I kind of just chose him. I had 3 votes for him, which was the most, but still, that's not much votes. So see if you guys can get some more votes on characters you want, and I'll try to get them. Once again, thank you all for watching, and see you guys next time. And just in case I see you in the game, please, no Johns.